Alright, so I decided that I wanted to do like a cardio chat. I hope the audio is good because I don't have my mini mic anymore. It's not working. But a pattern that I've noticed along my journey towards like achieving my goals, my fitness goals, my career goals, whatever, my life goals, is that there are so many people who don't start because of the reasoning that they don't know how to start, or they don't know how to execute, or they're scared of looking stupid and failing. And I just wanted to remind everybody that none of those things matter. You don't need to know what you're doing to get started doing something. You just need to start. It doesn't matter if you don't have all the information. If you know that you would like to execute something, just start. It doesn't matter how small your start is. What matters is that you are starting. Because if you don't get started, then you will never achieve this thing. You have to just start. You can be inexperienced, you can make mistakes, all of that's okay. All of that is a part of being human. But what's not okay is telling yourself that you want to do this thing and then not doing it out of fear. Fear is a load of shit, for lack of a better term. Fear is a load of shit. Fear is designed to hold you back. And as long as you're feeding into fear, you will never be able to achieve anything. I've said this a few times on my platform before, but I'm gonna keep saying it. Our brains are naturally wired to keep us safe. Our brains are wired to reject anything that's unfamiliar, anything that could potentially be harmful, anything that could potentially cause any type of discomfort. Our brain is gonna tell us not to do it. Why? Because it's scary. Things that are unfamiliar are scary. Our brains don't want to be scared. Our brains want to be safe. They want to keep us safe. And they like routine. They like for us to do the same things over and over again because it's comfortable. Now, that's not to say don't develop a routine, because routines are extremely useful in life. You should have some sort of routine. But when it comes to trying new things, you have to break that routine. You have to make that a new part of your routine, if anything. Because as long as you're only doing things that are comfortable, things that you're familiar with, you're not gonna grow. You have to push past fear, you have to push outside of your comfort zone, and you have to do things that scare you in order to grow, in order to achieve new heights. If you're always playing at the same level, then you're always gonna stay on that level. But if you're willing to push just a little bit higher to do something that's unfamiliar to you, there's really no telling how far you can go with that. Because if you get good at something, then you're gonna wanna keep doing it. And if you keep doing it, there's no telling how far you can take it. But if you never start because you're scared, then you're never gonna get this thing. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Like, you can't let fear run your life. Fear is a natural part of life. There's always gonna be a little bit of fear with everything that's new, whether it's meeting somebody new, or trying a new hobby, getting a new job, going back to school, whatever it is, trying new foods. Like, there's always an underlying fear of the new because it's unknown. But just because it's new and unknown doesn't mean that you shouldn't try it. There's so much variety to life. And if you're living in a shell because you're scared of what could possibly come from trying something new, then in my opinion, you're kind of wasting your life. Like, I don't know if maybe you know something I don't, but as far as I know, as far as I've been told, as far as I can tell, we only get one of these lives. We only get one. Now, of course, none of us knows for sure what happens after we leave this life, but as far as this lifetime goes, we only get one. So that means you get one chance to try these things. You get one chance to go after your dreams. You get one chance to improve your fitness, to talk to that person, to try that new food, to try a new career, to go back to school, get a degree, whatever it is. So if it's something that you're interested in, try it out. The worst thing that can happen is you don't like it. Like, I feel like making a mistake is not the worst that can happen. The worst thing you can do is never try. Because life is made for us to make mistakes. Who cares if you make mistakes? We're supposed to make mistakes. Making mistakes is how you grow. You make a mistake, you learn how not to do something. So you learn how to go at it a different way the next time you try it. Or maybe you make a mistake and you figure out that this thing just isn't for you. You don't want to try again. I think that's a lot better than not trying at all. Because if you hadn't tried at all, you would have no real reason to say that this thing wasn't for you. Because how would you know? You didn't even give it a shot. But if you give it a shot and you decide it's not for you, you don't want to try again, that's fine. You tried at least. So with all that being said, I'm encouraging everybody watching this to just try things. Go after it. I don't care what it is. Give it at least one shot so you can say that you did it. That way you won't have any regrets about the situation because at least you tried. If you never try, then you'll never know.